phase one is now completed with the upgrades. So we've only recently started, but so far we are very, very happy and very encouraged by what we are seeing with our own mining operations.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Gem Resources CEO Bernard Olivier. Bernard, you're out with an operational update covering progress at your Gravelot Emerald mine. Take us through the highlights because it looks like you've reached a number of milestones.
Yes, good morning, Stephen. As you said, we've just released an operational update on Gravelot, where we have made significant progress. We recently announced that we are finalizing the upgrades and the improvements on site in our phased approach to restarting the mining operations. With the successful completion of phase one, we have implemented upgrades to the processing plant, site upgrades, and that now leads us into phase two of our operations, which is the active mining operations that is currently commencing in the Cobra open pit. So it's exciting developments, and we are very pleased with the site upgrades and the processing upgrades, where we've achieved basically a 45% increase in the plant's processing capacity. And also, very importantly, since completion of those upgrades, we've had no breakdown-related downtime.
And also big cost savings, Bernard.
Absolutely, significantly so. So as part of these upgrades, we are able to process more tons through the plant at a lower cost.
So as you enter phase two, and you're taking a phased approach to the restart of the operations, take us through why you've got this phased approach, and then also what's happening with the mining activity at the Cobra open pit.
Yeah, so the phased approach is really because we are doing everything on a very cash and cost-conscious way. So the phased approach takes us slowly through the mine startup. Very importantly to remember for our investors is that we are debt-free. We've done everything in a very responsible, sometimes perhaps slower than some people would have liked, but there's huge cost savings to doing things in a sort of internal way. As one example is we probably had about a 75% cost saving on building our own upgrades rather than just buying these pieces of machinery off the shelf. So we're taking, as I said, a very cost-conscious phased approach, which means that also we are not going out incurring debt, but doing everything as we progress. And this step now, from finishing up with what we believe is the current upgrades required for the plant, we now move into, as you said, the phase two, which is mining activities in the Cobra pit, where we focus on the mining ore zone that has been basically delineated through the work done by ACA Howie and also by SRK. We've mostly been processing tailings and stockpiled material. We are now actively extracting ore from those ore zones, as I said, defined by SRK and ACA Howie in the Cobra pit.
And you're encouraged by the progress you've made then, Bernard?
Yeah, so it's early days now. We've only, after I said the phase one is now completed with the upgrades, so we've only recently started. But so far we are very, very happy and very encouraged by what we are seeing with our own mining operations.
I hope you'll keep us posted on any additional progress. Thank you very much for the update today.
Thank you very much, Stephen.
That's Bernard Olivier. He's the CEO of Gem Resources.